Good evening and welcome to today's episode of Agrinnovasyon Farming Forward. We're excited to have Dr. Lorceli B. Taclan, an agricultural and biosystems engineer, research professor, and technology innovator. Dr. Taclan has authored multiple locally and internationally published journals. Nandito siya ngayon para ibahagi ang kanyang mahahalagang pananaw at pag-usapan ang makabuluhang inobasyon sa larangan ng agrikultura. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Lorceli B. Taclan.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be here and discuss some agri-innovations related to agricultural and biosystems engineering.
Okay, thank you so much Dr. Taclan for joining us today. We're so excited na matuto po. So to start our interview, can you please share with us what sparked your passion for agricultural and biosystems engineering?
Okay, so the degree I took, that is the agricultural and biosystems engineering, was actually not my passion before, but because some of our family members are into engineering, they were the ones to encourage me to take up something that would be added to my name. Before
Mhm.
actually my name, one of my cousins told me that you must be taking up the one of the banners of your university or the university you are enrolled in. So since agricultural and biosystems engineering was one of the first degree programs on engineering that was offered by MMSU, so I decided to enroll the degree, and that uh, I was able to hurdle all the, what shall I say? Because during
The
that time we
challenge.
have what we call qualifying exams
Mm.
for that degree. So before that or after some time, I found out that as if I am not into the degree, but because of maybe of, shall we say, plans or God's plan, so I was able to finish the undergraduate. And then I was challenged to take up also further studies that is into masteral and PhD. So actually it
So
was,
that,
yeah, it
opo.
was or the condition that I was in the in the provincial or in the university that is located in the province.
Oh, so that uh, ignited your passion po for the industry for both agricultural and biosystems engineering po.
Yes, yes.
What a journey. So, since you are now a engineer and you've developed a technology po, what inspired the invention, the automated multi-commodity heat pump dryer?
Okay. So the invention was inspired actually by my thesis advisor then. He was the one who gave me the title. So, of course, to
Mm.
finish the degree, yeah, I followed his advice because he even told me that you will be inventing something. Yet I was not so interested, but yeah, and I need to finish the
Oh.
degree. So, yun. Nag-follow na lang
So,
ako sa advisor
nag-follow
ko.
lang po.
Yes.
So, it led to the invention because of the suggestion po ng advisor.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be a very inspiring innovation.
Oo nga, kasi
So,
nung ano,
opo.
kasi nung
Think,
ginagawa ko yun, it took me 3 years to design the
mm,
equipment.
Oh. So since we're talking about the design and development po ng machine or the equipment, can you please describe the AMCHPD and its purpose?
Okay, so first of all, kasi yung AMCHPD na yan, it started as a multi-commodity heat pump dryer mo na wala pa siyang automation noon because that was the thesis nga. So, after graduation and 5 years, I think, after graduation, I tried to file the invention or the technology to the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines. And then it was
Mm-hmm.
granted a utility model. So utility model is one of the intellectual property rights offered or
Mm-hmm.
programs of the IFOFIL. So when I got the approval and the patent, I was really inspired. It is something like unique nga. So after that,
Opo.
uh, when the technology or when the output, that is the drying of multiple commodities, was successful, so I tried to make some upgrading. So I
Mm-hmm.
challenged then my students at the Electronics and Communication Engineering department to help me make an automation of the machine. So in
Um,
2018, the Philippine government through the Department of Science and Technology approved a grant to upgrade it to make it into somewhat like an industrial um, upgrading. So from
mm-hmm.
very raw MCHPD, it became a MCHPD. So,
Oh.
ganun, oh. Yeah.
So can you describe po the main purpose of the AMCHPD for those who might not know and would want to know about the technology po?
Okay. So,
What is it mainly used for?
mhm. The AMCHPD is actually a unique or has some unique features. So, it is actually for drying or proper drying of the
Mhm.
various commodities. Of course, from that is being produced by Filipino farmers. So there are also some drying equipment available. However, the AMCHPD offers a unique feature that is drying of commodities using a system. So when I say system, there is somewhat like a refrigerant being used so that
Mhm.
that refrigerant, maybe it's too technical, but I will explain it in some ways that some
Opo.
the local the layman may understand. So there is a
Mm.
refrigerant that is being used to dry the commodities that are loaded in the drying chamber because the AMCHPD has actually two main parts or main chambers. So the first one is the drying chamber wherein the commodities are loaded and then for drying, and then another chamber would be the dehumidifier or this is where the different components of the system is located. So the refrigerant would absorb heat or
Mm.
yeah, this dryer kasi is actually shall I say it is a recovered energy from a component of the refrigeration and air conditioning system. So that
Mhm.
recovered heat energy is being used to absorb moisture from the commodities being dried. And then that moisture will not be, shall I say, wasted because it will
Mm.
become an added energy to the system. That is why the consumption, though it is being run by electricity,
Mhm.
it will not be somewhat like when we say, when we use the terms of the present generation there, it is not pricey. So,
Mm.
no, ah,
It's very
very
cost effective.
efficient siya
Mhm.
in terms of electricity or electric bill. Kasi say you are drying commodities in one of, because we have 8 generations right now for the AMCHPD, but
Mm.
all of those generations or of those versions, we are using somewhat like 3.3 kilowatt, depende na sa
Oh.
our drying time. So somewhat like 100 to 300 pesos only. So that's,
So
I think, one of
comparing
the
to
unique,
others,
yeah, one
opo.
of the unique features, or comparing it to the existing regular dryers in the industry or in the drying industry, then that is one of the advantage of the AMCHPD. Aside from the other features na hygienic yung pagka-dry ng commodities because we are using food grade stainless type as the material for the
Mhm.
fabrication of the equipment.
So among many other advantages, those are the standout po of the AMCHPD. It's very efficient, it's sustainable, if I might say, and it's very hygienic compared to the others available in the market po.
Mhm. And maybe, one of the, comparing it to other drying methods,
Mm.
the output of the dried commodities based from what we have submitted for analysis at the DOST, Food and Nutrition Research Institute, then there is actually somewhat like, or it is already proven na the nutritional contents of the food products or the commodities dried are actually retained and concentrated. So,
Wow.
hindi siya nawawala, nandun pa rin siya. So, as
Mhm.
if yung dried products or dried commodities are actually in their fresh condition. Kasi moisture lang yung na-remove from the
Mhm.
material, though it became an added energy. So, andun pa rin yung kanyang nutritional values. And of course, yung isa pa ay yung retention of the product color after dehydration. So green, kung ano man yung pinasok mo, yun din yung lalabas na color. So yun yun.
Wow. So, yun po ang kanyang mga standout features comparing it to the others available. And the most important thing po is yung nutrition. One of the most important thing is the nutritional values of the commodity.
Mm-hmm, yeah, that's it.
Opo. So, throughout the time of the AMCHPD, it has been, how should I say it, commercialized din po. So, there have been people who have purchased or help put their hands on the technology. Meron na rin pong iilan na nakabili na or naka-avail na po ng machine.
Yes, I actually, um, there are already more than 10 who availed or adopted the technology. So, right now, those technology adapters are already our extension partners. So we do not only sell kasi the machine, we also we have after sales, hindi lang after sales in terms of
Mm.
yung repairs and maintenance, but we have created a scheme na pag nakabili ka ng machine, we will help you until you have the product and even the marketing strategies that were developed so that those adapters will be able to start a livelihood, and then iro-roll out
Mhm.
nila yon until such time na puwede na silang sumali sa mga food exhibits or mga exhibits na ini-sponsoran ng ating
Mhm.
pamahalaan. And then some others are already ano, exporting also their products, their dried products or their developed uh,
Mhm.
food products.
Oh.
So we have we have hindi lang one. They already nakita ko nga lately this week, this past week na nag-export na sila even until UK, Europe, gano'n. Nakita ko na
Wow.
ng technology adapter natin.
Opo. So, not only just buying or adapting the machine itself, pero it's a whole process until livelihood, helping provide jobs for others din po for small businesses along with the assistance from government institutions like maybe DTI po.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm.
So, can you share one specific success story or testimonial po from the adapters and how big was the impact to their trade or to their life maybe?
Yes, the impact actually is not yet somewhat like written or because this year MMSU, ano nang ibig kong sabihin, MMSU encourage us to conduct a qualitative research with those
Mm.
adapters. So, ginagawa pa namin yung questionnaire. Though, meron naman ng pwedeng report, pero hindi pa kasi siya official and
Mhm.
mas gusto sana namin yung documented na so that we can present it and be sure na mayroon ng impact. But kung titignan naman yung actual or yung actual impact ng mga products nila, we can
Mhm.
say na nagkaroon na ng success stories. So,
Apo.
isusulat na lang and then iba-validate so that
Mhm.
it will be scientifically proven na talagang nagkaroon na sila ng or nagkaroon na ng impact yung paggamit nila ng machine. So,
Mhm.
we have one in Lipa, Batangas. That is the Miras Turmeric. Yun na yung nakita ko na nag-export na. And then one in Santa Catalina, Ilocos Sur, yung co-op ng mga women's doon.
Mhm.
They are already selling their products outside their community. And then nakakuha na kasi sila ng license to operate, LTO from
Wow.
FDA, and then mayroon na kasing certificate nung product nila, yung products nila. So, that's why they can already sell it in
Wow.
halimbawa sa
In the
Mercury,
market.
in the market, specifically sa Mercury for their
Wow.
Moringa capsule. Kasi yun nga, mayroon ng certification from FDA na pwede na
From
yung
the FDA po.
yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then I hope
So,
na
mhm.
magkakaroon din ng yung sa mushroom sa Malakas Farm in San Juan, Ilocos Sur. They will be able to
Mm.
sell. And then isa pa pala doon sa Adams, Ilocos Norte, yung sa Casa Paraiso. They are already processing yung pineapple spread nila using the dried pineapple. So, kailangan nila talagang
Wow.
i-document yun into a
Yes po.
paper so that it will be somewhat like
Official.
official and it has science. So,
Mm.
science.
It's backed up
Meron ng
by science
written.
and actual data.
actual data. So,
Mm.
next year siguro or let's try baka next year meron na talagang data.
Hopefully po, soon.
Mm.
Wow. So the technology has not only impacted your life, but other people's lives as well, especially sa mga nasa agriculture industry po.
Yes, I think or yeah, actually gusto ko sana sila muna yung I mean, sila muna yung benefited before me para at least
Mm.
mas okay sana na sasabihin ko na it is really or it is actually a success story on my part. Yun
Opo.
yung ano ko, dream.
A success for the community is a success for you.
Yeah. And
Ganun
additionally
po.
pala yung gumagawa
Mm-hmm.
ng Lagundi Plemex sa may Batangas. Last 2 weeks ago, he invited us to sorry, invited us to train them because there is already one AMCHPD installed in their plant that is the Binhi Biofarm
Mm.
Batangas. So we are into next week, that is December 18, they will be coming over to MMSU to finalize memorandum of agreement so that
Wow.
the machine that is in their plant in Binhi Biofarm will be utilized not only for the raw material for Lagundi Plemix, but also for some other, uh, shall I say, commodities that is the moringa. So, since they
Mm.
are in the medical field, they are envisioning to produce moringa raw materials for
Mm.
various uses of moringa kasi
Opo.
nowadays, or we already have the moringa bill in the Congress, so kailangan na natin talagang gumawa ng mga ah, kakaiba or shall I say
Mm.
innovation in relation to
Anyway,
use of
to
moringa.
Moringa itself.
Yeah.
So, how amazing it is po na dati ang moringa ay pang-ulam lang pero now it's considered to be one of the most versatile commodities in the market.
Ayan nga.
So kailangan po na ma-develop and magamit siya as much as possible for the benefit of the people din po.
Mhm. Actually, sabi nga nung
Mhm.
sponsor natin, hindi na daw, ayaw na daw ni FDA na i-certify na food supplement si Moringa. Gusto na daw
Oh.
niya kasi it is already qualified as a medicine. Pero of course, pag ganun, kailangan pang mga
Ah.
clinical trial. So,
Mhm.
uh, it will be one of the agenda nung meeting namin with Binhi Biofarm in the next few days na we are actually proposing brain research center that would cater
Oh.
yung mga problems kasi dapat daw mag-start sa brain dahil yun daw yung
Mhm.
central nervous system. So, lahat ng diseases nag-start daw pala sa brain. So, brain research muna
Oh.
yung gagawin until we will be able to determine yung ibang mga sakit that would be starting from the brain, and then we will try using moringa to not
Oh.
actually to cure, to be
Maybe.
used in, shall I say, hindi ko pa gustong sabihin cure eh. Pero
Mhm.
after the research siguro and we will have the conclusions then.
Mm.
Kasi magta-trial pa in the laboratory. So,
Opo.
yun.
Nothing sure pa. It's still being studied.
Yun ang gusto ni Binhi Biofarm na gagawin. With the,
Mhm.
with the leadership of the Vice President for the or shall I say Vice President for Binhi Biofarm, that is
Mhm.
Dr. Eleanor T. Yun ang gusto niyang mangyari. So,
Right.
God's grace magagawa yun in the near in
Yes,
the next
in
years.
the near future.
Yeah, in the near future.
So, wow, so there's so much in store po for AMCHPD and the development of not only the technology but also those communities, those partners who have worked with or adapted the technology itself. There's so much more pa po.
Mhm. We
It
have
doesn't stop there.
Actually, we
Mm-hmm.
already have an extension project approved by MMSU, and we are already implementing it, and we call it AMCHPD squared. So AMCHPD means accessing meager communities through hearty products and derivatives using the automated multi-component heat
Wow,
pump dryer. So that's cool. That's the reason why we call it
ang witty.
AMCHPD squared.
Wow, so it's really for the community. It serves the community through everything, through the technology itself.
Oo nga, nakaka-excite kasi parang ang daming gagawin.
Yes, so and marami ring matutulungan through this development.
Mm,
Amazing.
that's
So
nice.
since yes po. So now that we have talked about how amazing or how helpful the technology has been through the industry, not the agricultural sector. So would you like to share your final thoughts po or maybe share advice for the aspiring agricultural and biosystems engineer po in the future? Any advice for them po?
Yes. My dream for my students is for them also to become inventors so that yung process line kasi ng agricultural and biosystems process or bioprocess, we call it bioprocess, ay hindi pa siya complete. So, ang palagi kong sinasabi sa kanila, you can join our team and then develop also machineries or equipment along the line. So, sana magkakaroon yung isa kong dinidevelop ngayon yung washing and disinfecting ng commodities before
Oh.
drying. So, yan na yung isa. Pero gusto ko sana mag-start doon sa sinasabi naming good agricultural practices or GAP. So, doon kasi pwedeng mag-innovate yung mga ibang engineers or ABE. We call ourselves ABE. And
Mm,
we call our fellow ABEs, bayaws. So, yung mga bayaws
mm,
na younger generation would be able also to innovate equipment that would help in the process line. So,
yes.
lesser na sana yung yung actual handling, though somehow nakaka-displace ng work
Mm,
sa mga ibang tao, but it would somehow, I think, upgrade
yes.
the process of bioprocess. So, sana mas marami ng machineries na mai-invent. That's why
Mm,
gusto ko sana yung mga students ko maging inventors din sila in the future.
yes. To be innovators and change the landscape of agriculture in the future.
Oo, lalo na dito sa atin. Ah,
Yes po.
hindi pa tayo masyadong mechanized. So, sana na
Mm,
mechanized na tayo kagaya ng mga neighboring countries natin. Lalo na pag napunta ka na ng the US ay
mm.
ang
We
galing
are
na
quite
hindi na
behind pa
ah,
po.
halimbawa yung dating ginagawa na 8 hours, magiging 3 hours na lang, ganon.
Mm-mm.
So that mas marami
So
pang
just,
pwedeng gawin.
opo, to upgrade the whole agricultural industry itself.
Yun sana yun.
Ayun, thank you so much po, Dr. Taklan, for your valuable insights been a pleasure having this conversation with you, and I hope that there will be a lot more agri students or agri engineering students who will be inspired as well. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
That brings us to the end of today's program. A big thank you once again to Dr. Lorcely B. Taclan for sharing her expertise with us. Sana po ay marami kayong natutunan at nakapulot ng inspirasyon sa episode na ito. Be sure to join us next time for more engaging conversations. Until then, stay safe and have a great evening ahead. This is Mai signing off from Agri Innovasyon, Farming Forward.